applications obviously on-premise, but are starting to implement applications and services running in the cloud. Now in this demonstration, I'm logged in as the security administrator for a large catalog publisher, and I'm looking up the profile of a line manager called Douglas Grant. I see that Doug is provisioned with access to typical on-premise applications, including Active Directory, Exchange, the corporate portal, etc. Let's look at the list of the roles that Doug has access to. They're the line manager, typical employee roles. We have a rich set of inline analytics that gives you a view of the risk distribution based on the roles and resources Doug has access to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign Doug the role of a supplier administrator. So let's go ahead and search for the supplier administrator role in this role catalog. There comes up a list of the roles, the supplier administrator. I'm going to go ahead and assign this particular role to Doug. I get the confirmation screen. I say yes, and now I see that Doug has been assigned the supplier administrator role, and the inline analytics has changed as well. Now what's happening here behind the scenes is based on the access policies of this role, namely the supplier administrator. Doug is being provisioned with access to accounts, namely Google Apps and Oracle CRM On Demand, that are running off-premise. And this is being done by means of compliance with a standard called SPML that Oracle Identity Manager supports. Now let's go ahead and hit refresh, and what we find is that the provisioning is now complete. Now moving on, I'm logged into my corporate portal as Douglas. This is a standard corporate portal, and Doug wants to run a report showing the supplier order history for his territory for the last quarter. And in order to do that, he's going to launch Google Apps. There's the link for Google Apps. We open that up, and Doug finds that his credentials are federated automatically by Oracle Access Management Suite, which is securing the corporate portal and federates his credentials into Google. Now, the information about the supplier data, the order data, is in CRM On Demand, and so Doug initiates an access request for this information from Oracle CRM On Demand. Now he's prompted for authentication into the CRM On Demand application. This is secured by Oracle Access Management Suite. And what's happening here is, on the basis of his attribute level access control, compliant with a new standard called OAuth, Doug is specifically requested to provide the duration for which Google Apps can access the supplier data from CRM On Demand. So I'm going to specify this as 1 day each and go ahead and submit this access. Now this information is now transmitted from Oracle CRM On Demand into Google Apps, and then when I open up the appropriate report and the spreadsheet, what I find is Doug can now complete the report in Google Applications. So Hasan, in summary, what I've shown here are two things: how enterprises can use Oracle Identity Management to manage and provision access to roles, accounts, and entitlements, both for on-premise and cloud applications, and how enterprises can use Oracle Access Management to secure applications running in the cloud.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ray.
Thanks a lot, Hasan.